Good Wednesday, everyone. This is meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. The big picture is getting a little more unsettled for the west coast of Alaska as we go into the weekend, and certainly for the North Slope. Already seeing some of those changes working their way into parts of the Yukon Delta, the Norton Sound region, Seward Peninsula, and the Chukchi Coast, with a push of cooler air, slightly resembling a little bit of early fall kind of weather working its way in. A couple thunderstorms out around Ambler and Bettles this afternoon, and smoke still visible and present around the Middle Tanana Valley and parts of the interior. A look to the west shows low pressure sitting around the Alaska Peninsula, working its way slowly eastward toward Bristol Bay. A few areas of light rain around the Alaska Peninsula this afternoon, and low pressure out across the western parts of the chain. At 996 millibars, that southwesterly flow inland will keep temperatures warming up and creating a wealth of wind and rain across the western Bering. All this coming together across the west coast and the North Slope as we head through tonight and tomorrow will represent a very decent opportunity for a healthy amount of rainfall for some of our west and northwestern communities there as we go through tonight, tomorrow, and into Friday. Winds will be one of the main issues for the North Slope as we go through tonight and into Thursday. Winds and higher seas will be coming up, looking for seas to reach up to about 4 to 5 feet around the Beaufort Sea coast. Surf could reach upwards of 8 to 10 feet, breaking offshore, and if that happens there, we could see some areas of minor coastal erosion around the Beaufort Sea coast there. So once again, as we were saying yesterday, it might be wise to pull your equipment and property off of the beach there and a little bit closer to home, considering that there could be some minor coastal erosion in the area, and certainly don't want to lose any property there if that can be prevented by moving things inland a little bit more tonight. Showers across the Chukchi Coast will continue as we go through your Thursday. Winds will also start to back off as we get into Friday there, with high pressure setting up briefly across the northern parts of the Yukon, across the Canadian waters. Another surge of low pressure working its way quickly up from the western Bering into the Bering Strait region. At 995 millibars on Friday, will create a healthy surge of west and southwesterly winds coming into the Kuskokwim Delta and points northward through the Bering Strait. With that, we do expect another round of pretty good soaking rain across the west coast, but also a decent amount of wind that could bring in some additional higher water to the region, especially considering the higher tides. With Alaska statewide weather, this is meteorologist